Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing Nine Inch Nails' newest EP called Add Violence. And just like with most of my music reviews, you will see me looking over at that direction fairly often, honestly, for me to look at the notes that I made while I was listening to this EP. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. The EP starts off with a song called Less Than, and it's a very good kind of synthwave style song with a lot of foreboding and heavy elements. It would have fit in really well, say, on Pretty Hate Machine. It's a great way, really, to start the EP. After that, we have The Lovers, which is a throbbing, slow, ominous song, but it's a little bit too long for the kind of monotone that this song has. It's not very dynamic. It's kind of all one very specific sound. It's maybe about a minute too long or so, but honestly, it probably would have fit in pretty well on Broken or The Downward Spiral. Moving on from that, we got This Isn't the Place, which is a dark, foreboding, ominous song that has a really good variety of textures and elements in it. It's got some great piano work and just a lot of interesting things going on. And it would have fit in well pretty much anywhere in Nine Inch Nails' discography, I think. And next up, we have a second last song called Not Anymore. And it alternates between kind of a creeping bass line and bouts of extreme, electronic noise and anger. It's a very interesting song. I enjoyed it. And then last up, we have The Background World, which is almost 12 minutes, so it's kind of the epic of the EP. It's the closer. Now, the first 4 minutes of the song alternates between kind of light and dark, for lack of a better term, in the music. And then after that, at 4 minutes, and this kind of goes on the rest of the song. Starting at 4 minutes, it kind of loops and a certain piece of the music, and it keeps playing it at kind of lower and lower quality. And this is pretty much what it sounds like for about 2 minutes till right about the 6 minute mark. And they continue to do this after the 6 minute mark, but it kind of changes the whole aesthetic and sound of it after that, and it just creates this new noise, this new aesthetic. And honestly, this is something I really ever heard any artist do before. It's a very interesting experiment. And it just kind of keeps going like that through the rest of the song till the very end, where it's literally just noise. It doesn't really resemble music anymore. Very interesting experiment. My only real issue with it is you kind of keep expecting there to be more of a payoff than what there is, especially after 12 minutes of it. Well, 8 minutes of that, you're expecting kind of this big payoff, maybe to shift into a totally new sound and continue the song on from there, but it just doesn't happen. It just kind of continues, and then suddenly it just, ends. So there's a whole lot of build-up without the expected payoff. So it's I guess you could say it's an artistically risky thing to do, but I'd say that's a very pretentious thing to say. I just think it's an experiment that doesn't quite work. And it's considering it's so much longer than any of the other songs, it unfortunately drags the score of this EP down. Overall, what I would rate this work at, I guess if I had to give it a numerical rating, I would probably rate it at maybe 70 out of 100. It's not bad, but it's certainly not, some of Trent Reznor's best work. It's okay, for lack of a better term. I think, honestly, Trent does better when he's making actual albums instead of EPs. To me, the only really incredibly great EP he ever made was Broken. That thing that's amazing. To me, the rest of all the other best work he's ever done have been full albums. So again, this is just personal opinion, just like anything else. So, and I can't tell you honestly if this thing is even going to be in stores, because I've never seen not the actual events in an actual store, so I can't tell you if you can even go to the store and buy the CD of this thing. I have no idea if it's going to be produced or not. Maybe. So as far as whether you pick this thing up, of course, I'm not going to sit here and say you must own it. I'm a really big Nine Inch Nails fan, and I don't think it's super essential. It's all right, but it's not something essential that you must own. So that's pretty much it. As always, if you like this, thumbs up. If you hate this, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.